What if turning 60 isn't the beginning of a slowdown, but the start of something bold and brand new? In today's conversation, we're talking about the courage to start again and why it's never too late to take a risk, to dream big, or to begin a whole new chapter. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Today is going to be a very exciting program. I have a question and answer session with Dorothy von Riet. Dorothy is the owner and designer and brain behind Dorothy von Riet interior design business in South Africa. She will introduce herself, give a little bit of a background. But Dorothy's not starting again, as I alluded to in the introduction. She is starting something brand new, which is very exciting. So Dorothy, welcome.
Thank you, Mishi.
And thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me, Mishi. It's such a privilege to be here and to be able to answer these 4 questions, which I'm looking forward to. And I love what you're doing on this channel. I love the fact that you're impacting so many people's lives. And for those who haven't subscribed, I highly recommend you subscribe, because I've been going through all these different topics that Mishi's been covering, but so inspiring, and we're filled with so much hope.
At 60, Dorothy, many people feel it's too late to start again. What inspired you to take the risk to start or to embark on a new program within your business?
So Mish, your question was what inspired me to start another section to my business. So I've been in the interior design industry for over 30 years. One of the most important things to do was to see what's going on in the marketplace. And I noticed that online is very much here and here to stay. And so what I've done is I've created these fabulous mini premium online masterclasses. And I'm taking my knowledge and I'm going to be putting these into mini bite-sized chunks. So I want to share my knowledge to answer your question. I want to make an impact in other people's lives so that they can make their spaces beautiful, that they can bring life and energy into their spaces. And I'm going to show them how to do that. And secondly, I really want to leave a legacy. I think those are my 2 main reasons that I wanted to do this.
Interior design is such an expressive, creative outlet. How are you going to be able to inspire or bring out the creative side of your students for them to fill their spaces with such incredible beauty?
I take my clients on the journey of design by exposing them to new trends, new colors that they may not have used before. And through this journey, they actually find out what their style is. And we build on that. And they find a new sense of creativity and something that excites them. And I bring in their personal touches, I bring in their story into the interior design scheme. Now, you asked the question about later in life. I've dealt with quite a lot of clients whose families have grown up and they've downscaled, or they've in fact kept their own homes, but now they're designing for themselves and not trying to meet what their teenagers want or necessarily their husbands want, because now they don't have partners any longer. And so it's such a privilege to be able to actually work with people who are really having a refresher of their interiors and to take them on their journey of what truly is going to represent them. And I encourage them to surround themselves things that they love, and that starts representing them, and it gives them a new life, a new beginning, a new energy. And so it becomes an expression of themselves.
Now, as you're embarking on something new, what advice would you give to somebody who is stuck and scared to take a risk?
So with my premium online masterclasses, what I had to do was I had to embrace the fact that I did feel uncertain. And so what I decided to do was to take small steps. I actually felt confidence growing. Confidence actually comes when we are in the doing mode. I find that on the other side of fear, felt a sense of exhilaration. And then I step over that boundary and I go, oh my word, that's amazing. I managed to do that. Yeah, so I encourage you to address it and say, I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm going to find out how. And that's what I encourage you is to focus on the growth mindset. Learning is actually a lifelong journey. It's not just something that we stop when we get to a certain age. Another thing that I've done, and that is to celebrate my progress. I bought myself the most beautiful orchid when I did my first video. And so in closing, I'd say to you, do it afraid anyway. Because on the other side of fear is a sense of confidence, exhilaration, and achievement, and admiration from your grandchildren.
And then what excites you the most about creating this new learning platform? And how do you hope it will empower others to embrace creativity in their homes and their lives? Talk when you're ready.
Well, now that's a very interesting question, Mish. I like the fact it's going to impact the lives of others. I like the fact that I'm going to be able to share my knowledge and creativity. But what actually excites me the most is that I'm going to be able to help people to find their seeds of creativity that are hiding deep down within them. And so just being able to inspire others to reach deep down, find their creativity, and then create their own spaces to tell their stories, to create homes that are going to be so beautiful. And that excites me. It excites me that I can take it further than just a small group of people doing workshops. It excites me that this can go global and that many people's lives can be impacted. And what excites me even more, I think, regarding that situation, is that technology allows all of this to happen. So digital content is so different to when we do it yourself, one-on-ones. Digital content goes global and it affects that many more people. And I'm happy to impact so many more lives, so many more people that want to learn about creativity, more people that want to make their homes beautiful, more people that are yearning for knowledge about design, and not just yearning for the knowledge of design, but also want to be exposed to that fantastic world of color and design and shape and form and balance, and to move people from the ordinary into the extraordinary, to take people's homes that are bland maybe and just add that dash of color, and really to give them the tools to be able to do that. So I'm very excited about this. I'm inspired to be able to do this. And I'm just bursting with enthusiasm.
Dorothy, thank you so much. I am truly inspired. I'm definitely going to be doing your course. Thank you for addressing my audience. I'm sure that many people are sitting with smiles on their faces, and I hope that all of you have had a wonderful time with us. I certainly have. Thank you for your attention. If you have enjoyed this lecture today, or at least shall I say, the interview that we had today with this wonderful friend of mine, I'd love to hear your comments, and if you have any contribution to make, please do. And also, click the subscribe button, please. It helps us grow our community. And I thank you so much for your time, and I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you. See you next time.